Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So we see that information and pure intentions are far greater than articulation. When I stumble on my words in my videos are still far greater than everyone else's videos because I give you sound information. And I have pure intentions. And the minor mistakes do not change the large volume of truths that I present. Nor do they change my key points. So when we look at the four characters on the screen and ask ourselves, why is the Sandman the one who is a criminal, at least in a way that gets him caught by the law, and not a young Captain America, Al Bundy's son, who I'm using in the place of a young Al Bundy, and not a young Fred Flintstone? Well, life circumstances are key. Substance abuse, various forms of trauma, child abuse, domestic violence. Also, we got to look at the existing genes, right? The nature. So some people are born a bit more aggressive. Okay, so some people are born with more aggressive genes and a more aggressive gene expression. So what? That's a positive evolutionary trait naturally. And historically, we see that there's eugenicists, angry feminists who do not like black males who stand for what they believe. They don't like white males who are more inclined to be decent people than their feminist counterparts. They don't like feminists who want a fair world. They're just some kind of Margaret Sanger evil witch that wants everyone to play a sick neo-colonialist game where they pretend that they're witches and they bully everyone. So I challenge you all on a debate on whether or not it is fair to reduce the testosterone levels of people who are naturally more manly than other people, especially with an emphasis on people of color. And that's what we're seeing going on here. And it doesn't take a genius to figure out why people are hesitant to come forward. Poor people in general, of every race, they don't want to come forward and say, hey, they're disproportionately sabotaging us. And this is key in why 2 out of 3 young males these days is said to be single, when only 1 out of 3 young females. Because the people who are doing it are cleaning up when it comes to dating, but to their own detriment. You can tell that my life is far greater than the idea of Lex Luthor or Dick Dastardly or Gargamel. And why don't I have a single other valid example of a decent life other than my father? Of a decent to great life. We're both great men. Where are the other great men in society? They're not there. It's all propaganda. It's all cultural norms. It's all social norm fanaticism. There's a reason why the word parents has the word rape scrambled into it. There's a reason why the word taxes is at sex scrambled. And so is Texas. If you think about how things work, it's no mystery why the word part is the word trap scrambled, the word bread is be read, and so on and so forth. So in conclusion, society must take responsibility for its actions. The governing class and the middle class should first remove the log from their own eyes before they seek to remove the twig from the eyes of the poor. People that are born very evil are very rare. And they're easy to find and separate, more often than not. So why does America fail so bad? 80 years ago or so, there were a lot less teen pregnancies, even though they were using condoms less, at least in the black community. Their families were broken down a lot less, and they didn't have so much welfare support. The answer is to restructure the school system. The answer is to look at these programs carefully and to adjust them as needed. The answer is for them to look up to me and not to the people they're looking up to. Because they're either reinforcing the problem while doing the wrong thing, or they're just doing the wrong thing while I am doing the right thing. And it is overkill by the most obvious thing I've ever said, perhaps, which is the fact that a short righteous life is infinitely greater than a long conformist one. So what can Carlton say? What can a token minority say? They have not had a counter-argument for decades. And when it comes to my videos on YouTube, they have not had a counter-argument in 16 years. And they will never have one because I am the truth, my way is the truth, my path is the truth. While they are mere conformists. And regardless of race and wealth, even if a conformist had 100,000 lives, they wouldn't be worth a moment in my life. And people lack the mental clarity to understand that. That's why they're not rallying to me when I live in the most populated state in one of the most populated countries in the world. So I ask you all now to present your counter-arguments, or to be man enough if you're male and woman enough if you're female to rally to me, and let's make sure that righteousness is conveyed. Thank you.